is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to you with a quick video. I wanted to let you guys know I got some new merchandise available, not just t-shirt anymore. I got different type of t-shirt, different type of shirts and logos that you can purchase on my spread shirt, and also hoodies now. We have expanded and added more to the channel and more merchandise for the brand. Thanks for supporting. It will be in the description and the links will be in the comment section below. Thanks for helping me and supporting the movement. Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis. I'm going. What is good, YouTube? Quinn Wade Basketball Analysis coming to y'all with a quick video. We gonna talk about Isaiah Thomas, a guy that has went through so much chaos, went through so much controversy, put his heart, his soul on the court for the Celtics and many other teams. This is a guy that's been battling an uphill battle his entire career, as he has done everything he can do to make a living off the NBA, whether it's bad stops in Cleveland, being traded from Boston, or even putting it all on the court, not being fully appreciated at the time. Isaiah time and time again has to fight this uphill battle that just seems like it's never ending, but he continues to fight and he continues to be patient and smart, and he really trusts in his game and his abilities as he's getting older. And as he's starting to get phased out, I wonder, can Isaiah Thomas make one more comeback and really resurrect his career? I think the biggest thing that hurt Isaiah Thomas was his hip injury, just because it took him from being one of the most respected players and one of the players that really was, at the top. This was an all-star, all-NBA caliber player at this point, and it looks like he's going to get a max contract, and the injury occurs and he never could really find his grip, never could really get back on his game, never could really find a fit for his talent, whether it's coming off the bench or being the starter. It seems like he never was on the same page with everybody else, and it always made him look like an outcast. It made him seem like he was all for himself. It made him seem a little selfish. It made him seem like something that he really wasn't. But to me, Isaiah Thomas is a hooper. He has been battling this adversity because of his height. He has been a defensive liability. He hasn't had that personality that people cling to when it comes to being his teammates. But he is a competitor. He is a guy that goes out there and put up whatever he can do, whatever his body allows him to do, he does it. And they did show in Boston that they can build a legitimate offense around a guy like Isaiah Thomas, even though he was a defensive liability and he was a mismatch every single possession on defense. They still was able to make it far in the playoffs. They still was able to win playoff series, and they still was able to be one of the best teams in the Eastern Conference, with Isaiah Thomas being their best player on the roster. And a lot of people didn't see him being able to do it. This was a guy that was the last pick of the draft. This is a guy that has been known as a guy that nobody really is in a rush to play with. But one thing I say about Isaiah Thomas is he's fearless. He's a fighter. And it's crazy to see him have a decent season, in my personal opinion, in Washington, and for him to get traded to the Clippers and get waived, and that was 12 days ago, and to hear him not get picked up at all after shooting over 41% from three, showing that he can still score, showing that he can still be a player that can contribute and actually be a solid player in the NBA, even if he's your seventh, eighth, or ninth guy coming off the bench. Is just surprising that nobody really want to, take a gamble on him. And I feel like his last couple stops was just showing that the NBA is getting tired of him. They're ready to move on from him. They're ready to, give some other players a try over him, whether it's other veterans or it's younger players, or it's just time for him to move past the NBA. And it's crazy to me that the NBA turned on him so quick, because everybody was rooting for him. Everybody wanted to see him win. Everybody was saying and telling his story of how he's been relentless and how he has never gave up and how he has to battle adversity every single place that he goes. And now it just seems like the time in the castle is running out. And it's unfortunate because I got a lot of love and respect for Isaiah Thomas. I was happy when he got picked up by Washington because I feel like he could have contributed. I feel like he could give them somebody that can really help Bradley Beal since John Wall was out, and he did it. Was he the greatest defender? Was he the best player? No. Was he the best leader? No, but that's Bradley Beal's job as a team. That's Scott Brooks' job as a coach. It's not Isaiah Thomas' fault. His job is to go out there and play his game. His job is to go out there and do what the coach and the team needs him to do, and he did that. And that's something that he didn't want to do years later and years before. He wanted to get his numbers. He wanted to get his playing time, and he wanted to go out there and do his thing. But most young players think like that. They want to make a name for themselves. They want to go out there and try to be an all-star, which he did, and get on an all-NBA team and build a legacy. And he never was able to do it for a long period of time. But at one point, everybody had love and respect for IT. People loved his demeanor. People loved what he was about. And he was earning respect by his play. This was a guy that wasn't even supposed to be in the league, wasn't even supposed to have the career that he has had, and it's all because of his work ethic and his belief that he can get it done. And he'd been going through it so long that he had to have seasons like this to let him know that this is the battle that I'm fighting. And you know, to me, I thought the Clippers could use him, but instead they go with Reggie Jackson. And to me, I like Reggie Jackson, so I'm not going to complain about that. And he does give them length and size at that guard position, something that Isaiah Thomas doesn't do or doesn't have. And it's not his fault. But, that's just the uphill battle that he's been battling. But I really want to know if this is it for Isaiah Thomas. Is another team going to take a gamble on him? Is somebody going to take that risk? Is it going to be a situation where he can get that one more shot to really prove himself? I think his days of being an all-star is over. I think his days of being a legitimate starter on a great team is over. But that doesn't mean I think his NBA career should be over. And I think that's a big difference between what I'm seeing, how the NBA is doing them the last couple years, and I'm starting to see that they're ready to move on from him as of right now. So hopefully he can play the rest of this season. Hopefully he can join the contender and get a chance to win a title before, he's completely gave up on. But it's crazy to see him have the type of season that he was having for the Wizards. And at the end of the day, now it seems like nobody cares about him, which is just crazy that not even 5 years ago he was at the top of the world. He was talking about getting paid. He was talking about getting that money. He was ready to get that max contract, and I wasn't hating on him because he deserved it because I'm a Celtics fan. And he was the heart and soul of that offense. The offense was nothing without him. His ability to collapse the defense, his ability to pull up, his ability to get everybody in their spots and find ways to get them easy opportunities or create those opportunities for them. And the fact that he was unguardable one-on-one. He would come at you. He had that fight. He had that tenacity in his body where he knew that nobody could guard him, even though he wasn't the biggest, tallest, or quickest player on the court. But he figured out a way to get it done. And as a hooper, as a guy that loves the basketball game, as a guy that played basketball at one point, it's unfortunate to see him go this way after being at the top and being known as one of the best players regardless of size and height and athleticism to being a guy that everybody don't like and everybody don't want to play with no more. But let me know what you guys think about Isaiah Thomas. Is he getting done wrong by the league? Is he just washed up at this point in time? Is it just because his defense isn't where it needs to be anymore? Or do you think Isaiah Thomas is done? Is it him? Is it the league? What is it? And can he make one more team? Will he be able to make a team? Should he be on a team? Is he a six man? Is he just a role player? Is he even worth a roster spot? Let me know whatever you feel about Isaiah Thomas right now. The fact that he's out of the league after being waived almost 2 weeks ago has not been picked up by nobody. Yeah, and I really want to see what you guys think about Isaiah Thomas and his career, and should it be extended or should it come to an end? I read every comment, so leave me a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks to the people that liked the video already. And if you haven't, I appreciate you just clicking the link. I appreciate you guys liking the video. At the same time, if you're new to the channel, I got a Facebook page in the comment section in the description below. Like on Facebook to show support. Also, like my website is also in the description in the comment section below. Also, if you like this video, I do breakdowns and I make a video every single day. And in that case, subscribe if you enjoy videos like this and other videos. Check out my other videos. And if you like those and like this, why not subscribe? And at the end of the day, let me know what you guys really feel about Isaiah Thomas, his career, and his longevity. Will he be able to make another roster, or is it over? Whatever you feel, let me know. I'm ready to see what you guys think, because it's just crazy how he went from being at the top of the game to now he's a guy that can't even make a roster, and he barely even made it to the Wizards roster this summer because he got signed so late in the summer. So it seems like the NBA is ready to pass him up, and we all got to go through that time when we ain't what we used to be. We not who we think we are, and then we have to accept that and move forward. Is that this time for Isaiah Thomas already? After being at the top of the league not even 5 years ago? It happens quick, guys. You got to appreciate every moment, enjoy the moments that you have, and you also got to keep it real with yourself. And that's probably what he's doing right now, because he is a real one. But Quinn Wade, basketball analysis, I'm gone. And enjoy the rest of y'all day.